Stay tuned, the show is about to begin. Stay tuned, the show is about to begin.
Hello?
Hey, Teresa. Teresa. Huh?
Stay tuned, the show is about to begin.
Well, hello.
Hi there. How are you?
I'm well. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year. It
Huh?
is.
It is. It is. I'm still seeing the box with all the information, so I hope you are seeing me in the audience.
The
Okay.
bots with all the information. What does that
That's
mean?
okay. You know, the one that directs us to how to get on stage and video and all of that. It's just not okay, it's gone. Okay. Happy New
Ooh.
Year, folks.
I don't know what that was.
Okay. No matter, no matter.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. Welcome to Earrings Off
You know what? It would
2024.
not be an earrings off show without some technical difficulties.
Well, no, 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 no. It's a new year. Let's not say that.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But again, welcome to Earrings Off. I'm Lou.
And I'm Teresa.
Conversations to empower women and the men who celebrate them. It's a new year.
2024. Can you believe it?
I tell you, Teresa, it just zoomed right. I mean, 23 just zoomed right by, didn't it? Just in a
Girl, like
blaze of
like
glory.
never like never before. That was the fastest year I think I've ever experienced.
I'm telling you, it was almost scary. And, you know, I keep saying that I am going to try to do like you and journal because I would love to have something where I look back on my year and see what
Mhm.
happened and reflect on it. And but you know, that's not my thing. But I want, you know, I want the finished product, but I want to do the work to get there. So there you have it. It's like everything else that I do.
That's so funny. You are so funny.
Yeah, it's true
Yeah,
though.
it is something though to sit back and to reflect and to read um
Yeah.
your thoughts on a particular day or a particular time, like your birthday, like what
Yeah.
happened on that day, how you felt,
Yeah.
stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Yeah.
Good. It's really good.
So you pumped up for the new year?
Um, I am.
You know, I'm always like that though with the new year. It's like I actually believe in new beginnings. Like, okay, this can be a great year, and you know, you just think about, okay, wipe your hands of 23. Let's see what we're gonna make happen in 24.
So a couple of years back, I started actually I consider the spring the beginning of the new year.
Really?
That's a new year because those are when that's the beginning, right? That's when the plants and all of that. That's when I
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
really excited, and just in January it's like actually I know that's kind of weird. I don't want to go there. I digress. But anyway,
Yeah, I
so
was sitting here
to
thinking,
me,
what? Huh?
I mean, I could go into it, but I won't. But yeah, because that's not part of the show today. Anyway, and I don't want to bring anybody down. But yeah, so it's a new year. It's a new year,
It is. It is.
2024.
And
Yeah, a year older. It's a
yeah.
big year for me. We won't talk
Oh
about
yeah.
that though.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good stuff. Good stuff. I today would have been my mom's birthday, January 9th.
Oh,
And so
boo.
yeah, and so my sister called because you know, we all chat about today. And
Yeah.
she said, well, I woke up, I was feeling a little sad. And I told her, I
Yeah.
said, you know, I didn't feel sad at all this year because when I reflect on her legacy and her
Oh yeah.
sacrifice, I was just overcome with gratefulness
Yeah.
that I had her as long as we did, and that more importantly, that she was such a great mom and
Yeah.
that I reaped the benefits of that. I was just saturated in gratefulness.
Oh
And my
yeah.
sister was like, oh, yeah. I was like, no, because I'm so thankful that this year I didn't really feel the sadness. I just sort of marinated and just being thankful for what I
Yeah.
did have and while I had it. So, yeah. Hmm.
That's awesome, Blue.
Yeah, yeah. So, and you know, this time of the year it's exciting, and I do look forward to it. I'm always filled with optimism with the first of the year, and with what might happen. Did you do any resolutions?
I didn't.
Did not.
I did
Okay.
not. I did not.
Okay. All
I
right.
did
Okay.
not. I didn't do any resolutions, but what I have adopted it came from Auntie Tabitha Brown,
All
right?
righty. America's Auntie.
And
Yeah.
what she's doing, I saw this on a post a week or so ago. She's trying something new, and it's at some interval, something she's never done before, but I can't remember if it's weekly, if it's monthly.
All
I can't remember what the interval was, but for
right.
me, it's going to be monthly. I'm going to do something that I've never done before every month.
Something you've never done before every month?
Hmm.
Whoa, that sounds exciting.
Yeah, I don't have it all planned out, but that's what I thought. How cool is that?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
just kind of helps you to grow, expand yourself. I mean, challenge yourself.
Well, that's
I'm
good.
looking forward.
I had a year where I didn't say no to invitations and things that I usually say no to.
Oh,
And I said, no, this is your year. You're going to do some things and get out of your comfort zone. And so I did that. And it actually did turn out, I was pleasantly surprised that I enjoyed some things I didn't think I would. So,
was that a
yeah.
book? What did we read a book called The Year of Yes? Is that a book?
Oh, I
Uh,
don't know. I didn't read that one.
that's did Shonda Rhimes? Is that her name? Shonda, what's her, the
Is it Grimes?
Great Grimes or Rhymes? I can't remember.
I know
Maybe
who you're
not.
talking about. Yeah.
But yeah, I that somehow that rang a bell.
Makes you think about, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it might not be her. Scratch that. So, but I thought that was a. I was thinking that that was a book that just kind of rang true. And when you said that, but that's awesome. I don't
Yeah.
know if I could have done that. I couldn't have honored it because somebody would have asked me to do something or go somewhere that I.
It happened. It happened, but I navigated through it.
It's
So,
like, oh, I can't do that.
but Teresa, this year, I don't really do resolutions either, although, we talk as a family about goals and things we want. But this is the year I set as my goal where I'm going to play the piano um, publicly in some arena. I've been taking lessons now. It's 2 years in October, and I go faithfully every week. So I'm going to actually let someone hear me play. So there you have it.
Wow, dude, that is amazing. I cannot wait. I can't wait to
I
see
told you.
it.
I told you. My goal is I am going to be a volunteer performer at the nursing home, assisted facility, or something. I'm going to be the monthly performer, and they're going to give me a discount on my room. That's what I'm working towards. There is a method
Oh
to
my
my
gosh.
madness. I'm not just doing it for fun. I expect that I'm going to get hired. They're going to hire me as a volunteer and take something off on my bill. I think
That
that'll be
is
worth
too
at least
funny.
about 25% off.
That is
So there you
hilarious.
have
That
it.
is
I'm
hilarious.
going to be doing that. I'm going, and I figure they always need someone, so they'll probably be glad to have me.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely.
So that's it. But seriously,
Absolutely.
I'm gonna play somewhere. It'll probably be at my family reunion because I trust them and they love me. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
No,
Mhm.
you got to do it with the crowd that doesn't know you.
I know,
That's
no,
growth. That's growth. That's growth.
no. So we'll see. We will see.
Yeah.
But
So the thing that I heard about resolutions was that 90, it's a very high number, like 96 or so percent. This was in Forbes magazine.
uh
People have dropped their resolution by the third month of the year.
yeah,
That's a
yeah.
big number.
I can believe
Like,
that because you know how when you go to the gym the first day, it is just the parking lot is crowded. There, the
yeah.
machines, folks are on the machines, and I'm always watching that, going, okay, all righty then. But then after a few days, few weeks, it's like
It,
back to
it's
normal.
back
Yeah,
to normal. But let me tell you, we don't have our Y membership anymore. Since COVID, we didn't renew
yeah.
it. But the thing that we did every New Year's morning, what we were like the first in line to get into the gym only because they gave away t-shirts with the year on it, right? And it had the year on it and another saying about the new year. And it was limited edition. And if you didn't get it, if you didn't get in line, they only gave out so many. And if you weren't there, you
Oh,
didn't get your
that's
t-shirt, but
nice.
you wore the t-shirt all year when you came to the gym to work out. We
That's
we
nice.
we really miss that. We I mean, and we had no argument from the girls. They were like,
About
"Let's go
getting
get
up
our
there.
t-shirts."
Wow, that's nice. That's
Yeah,
nice.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah. So
Well, this year I'm not a superstitious person, but I do feel a little off because this is the first year. Now, she and I, every year, January 1st, we work out together. That's been the thing that we've done for years. We make a point. And this year, we didn't do that because I told him, I said, I got to do yoga January 1. I mean, I want to go see my peeps. So January what? And
why couldn't you have done both?
I thought about it, and but he was going in the morning, and so I just, and that's where my class is. So I kept thinking right up until like right before he left, thinking I really should go with him, and I hope I haven't done something weird to my year by not doing this together as a family. But he kept saying,
Yeah.
"No, you go to yoga, and I'll go to the gym," and so that's what we did. But that's the
Nice.
first time in years that we've not worked out on January 1 together. So,
Right.
yeah,
Right. Right.
yeah. But,
Traditions and
yeah, yeah,
rituals, they're also fun.
yeah. But Teresa,
So,
you didn't go back to the gym, but you started walking a lot more doing,
oh gosh.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
That I have several ways to get cardio. So,
yeah.
walking. And what I'm doing with a friend, we're doing 60,000 steps a week. And it was busy.
60,000 a week. That's a
Mhm.
lot.
It is a lot.
Okay.
So we're doing 60,000 a week, and then I do that, and then the other thing I do for cardio is the trampoline.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I
Yeah.
I have I have the trampoline. I also have a, and I, the hula hoop.
See,
I
that's
have a
good.
weighted hula
You
hoop.
got, yeah, you got all kinds of different ways to do it. I'm getting concerned that I don't have enough variation in my cardio, so maybe I'll look at
Yeah.
that this year. Yeah,
Yeah, get you a
yeah.
mini trampoline. You guys were talking about it at
Uh,
one time, right?
I don't think I'll be doing a trampoline. I told you I'm not one to be jumping up and down like that. I might break something.
No,
So
you won't.
won't be no,
It's
won't be the
really
trampoline.
low to the
It
ground. It's
might I might go back to just walking more like because I miss that, particularly when the weather is nice. My neighbor sent me a text the other day and said, "Lou, you okay? I haven't seen you walking in the neighborhood." And I said, I just between my things that I do, I don't really get outside and walk like that like I used to. And I miss it. I miss the fresh air. And I
oh
miss
gosh.
seeing my neighbors and chatting and
Yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, it is really um um Chris
Oh, that's pretty.
That's so funny. That is so funny, Chris.
Chris
Uh
says they get lots of cardio by jumping to
jumping
conclusions.
to
Yeah. Okay. Just send those jokes on in. We need that laugh for the new year.
that is funny.
Yeah.
But what was I getting ready to say? Oh,
Yeah.
but it's been rough because I typically go walking first thing in the morning because it's easiest for me to get up. And it's
Yeah.
almost always below freezing lately at that time. But by the time I finish, it's it's
Yeah.
at
Yeah. Yeah.
freezing or
You're
above.
okay. Yeah.
But it feels so good and it gives me such a burst of energy.
Yeah. Yeah. I miss it. I might try to get back to walking more. I won't be doing 60,000 steps
Yeah,
though, but maybe.
that conversation.
Yeah, that would be good. And some people probably would join us. So,
Oh, I'm
mhm,
sure.
yeah,
I'm sure.
yeah,
I'm so sure.
I miss it. So,
Yeah. So, but yeah, I was sharing that statistic from Forbes, and you know, if and the number one New Year's resolutions are centered around health and wellness. Typically, people make a lot of health and wellness um,
yeah, yeah,
resolutions. Um,
yeah.
and I wanted to just share one thing. If you with our listeners, if you want to make a resolution stick, if the resolutions are your jam and you want to make sure that you stick with it beyond the 3 month mark, then make sure to set SMART goals around that. Okay.
Yeah.
So making sure that those goals are specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and time bound, right?
Yeah.
So, specific, I want to lose 10 pounds. Measurable is that scale, right?
Mm,
Achievable is I want to do that over a period of,
yeah.
and also time bound, 8 months,
Yeah.
and that also makes it realistic rather than saying I'm going to lose 10 pounds in 2 days. I mean, that's not realistic.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not realistic.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is, it's not achievable.
Teresa, I was going to tell you, did you see that Netflix documentary, You Are What You Eat?
hmm I think
That's with
you are what you eat.
the Stanford study where they studied twins and gave them, one was
No,
on a plant-based protocol, one they were allowed to eat meat, identical twins, and they of course they were looking at,
I haven't seen that, but it makes absolute total sense to me that
yeah,
the outcomes would be vastly different, you know?
and they were saying at the beginning, I just started watching it. At the beginning of the documentary, they were saying that it was during World War II that they didn't have, they couldn't get enough people in the service because we were so, as a nation, so underweight. That's when there was such a big push for a lot of calories and making
Wow.
food, quicker. And I was like, what? And
Yeah.
they said that's where it started because there was a
So how does
critical
that make you
need.
feel? When I read about these things that were intentionally done to make almost like social experiments to make us
Yeah.
perform, act, or do a certain thing in a certain way, I feel so used and
Well,
betrayed. Like,
I get what you're saying, but in that instance, I guess, the greater need was to, have people available to fight. So, you know,
well, I say don't have a war.
of
Like,
course, of course, of course, that's always the preference. But, the fact that as long as man lives and breathes, there will be conflict. I'm not
oh
saying it's a
gosh.
good thing. I'm just saying. And so
If
when you look at that, I feel like you do. But it was interesting to see the why. You're right. At the beginning of the year, a lot of focus on health and wellness. Also, a lot of resolutions around finances, people looking at that and making decisions about critical. And
yeah.
that was fascinating to me to do my own little social experiment with that. So,
Right.
yeah.
One thing too, I mean, we haven't mentioned this in a while, but one thing I look forward to in January is our um, mutual, our joint fasting or
Yeah.
detoxing, whatever we decide to do
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
for the
I would
month of
not
January.
say I look forward to it. I never look forward to any of them. I do not. I am not that mature, not that
Yeah,
advanced. I do not. I
yeah.
do it because I know it's something I need to do, and mainly because there's a lot of peer pressure involved. So that's the other reason. But I hear you. But yeah, that's something we do every January, and yes, it has started. So.
Yeah.
hmm yeah, yeah. But it's just about new beginnings and realizing, okay, when you get a new calendar, that sort of wipes the slate clean to say, okay, what might I like to do? Or, what don't I want to focus on this year? Because to this week they had we do the challenge at my studio in October, but they started one in January, but this one is different, and I didn't put my name up there because I just finished one. And I was saying, finish one. And I was saying yesterday, it's not about what anybody else is doing. This is just for you. And so I was like, yeah, maybe just take some of the pressure off. And that's another thing that we look at with the new year. It's not always about making things more difficult or feeling even more stressed. What can you do to alleviate some stress in your life?
Oh,
What
yeah.
kind of changes or maneuverings can we do that might make us a little less tense, might make us a little more joyful, might make us even laugh in the new year? And we thank you for those who have joined us. And again, we look forward to the coming year. Our next show is
You're
January
jumping ahead, my friend.
27th at 9.
We have to do our mantra.
Yes, we do. We do. We will do that. But I just want to make sure I didn't forget to say
Oh, okay.
that
Okay.
we will be live again on January 27th. That's a Saturday at 9. So, Teresa, you pumped up for the new year. And
Yes.
yeah, and we are ready. Okay.
All right. We're ready for the mantra.
Yes, and the mantra is cusp of a new day.
Mhm. Here we sit, less than 4 hours away from a new day.
What joy did today bring?
Was there pain?
Was there disappointment?
As this present day ends,
We invite you to close your eyes and envision the promise of tomorrow.
may peaceful rest find you.
May your slumber allow your body to reset, to properly fuel you.
Feel
Bring a smile to your face
hope to your spirit.
and comfort to your heart.
When you awake, may you remember to let yesterday's cares remain in yesterday.
May you overflow with the possibilities and the promises.
Roads you choose tomorrow spur you to your desired destination.
Tonight, may you be saturated in peace and
Be well and
rest well. That's our hope for you tonight on Earrings Off. Again, this is our first show of the new year. And thank you so much